Okay, so 10th standard students, a very good morning and warm welcome. So we are in geography, and in the previous video you have got the idea of the multipurpose dam, and we are now discussing about the major multipurpose dams of India. Out of that we already have done this Damodar River Valley project, okay, and the Bhakra Nangal project. Now the third one is Hirakud project. What is this Hirakud project? Hirakud is a place, okay. Hirakud project, it is the most important multipurpose project of Odisha. Odisha is a neighboring state of Bihar and West Bengal. This Hirakud dam, it is in Odisha. This project comprises of the construction of 3 dams on river Mahanadi. See, there is a base river, okay. See, for this it is having Damodar. For Bhakra Nangal it is Satluj. For Hirakud it is Mahanadi, okay. And 3 dams are there at Hirakud. What are the 3 dams? Hirakud, Tikrapara and Naraz. Okay, these are the 3 dams. It is also having 2 hydropower stations. Wherever the dams are there, it is must that the government or the state government will construct the hydropower generation project, because that is the good place or the sufficient inputs are there to construct this type of your hydropower project, okay. Hirakud is the longest dam in India. Hirakud is the longest dam in India. Bhakra is the highest straight gravity dam in India, and Hirakud is the longest dam in the India. Again, the main aim of the project are flood control, irrigation facilities, generation of hydroelectricity, inland waterways, fishing and afforestation. Next is Tungabhadra project. Tungabhadra, you people are familiar with the name, it's from Karnataka. It is a joint venture of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, these 2 states are in joint venture to construct this project. The main aim is to provide same irrigation facility, hydroelectricity generation and inland fisheries. It comprises of a dam constructed across the river Tungabhadra, a tributary of river Krishna. Okay, Tungabhadra is a tributary of river Krishna at Malapuram near Hospete in Ballari district of Karnataka. The dam was constructed where? It is on the Tungabhadra river. Tungabhadra river is a tributary of Krishna river, and the dam was built at Malapuram near Hospete in Bellary district of Karnataka. Also 3 hydropower stations has been constructed. 3 hydropower means that hydroelectricity power generation projects are there. The reservoir created, here also one reservoir is there, okay. See, in Bhakra Nangal project the reservoir name is Govind Sagar, okay. Here also one reservoir is there. The reservoir created by the dam is called Pampa Sagara. Pampa, P-A-M-P-A, Pampa Sagara. Excuse me. Next is Upar Krishna project, okay. So it is a multipurpose river valley project in North Karnataka. It is in North Karnataka. Across which river? Again the river is Krishna. Tungabhadra on Krishna. This Upar Krishna project, it is also on Krishna river. It comprises of 2 dams, namely Alamati. Okay, 2 dams are there, Alamati and Narayanpur, and a hydropower station. 2 dams are there and 1 hydropower station is there. The main aim of the project is to provide irrigation facilities, drinking water, hydropower generations. Okay, I told you no that the aim is almost same. Only 1 or 2 will be missing in some, but if you write all the things, all are using the same, or the aim is same for all the river valley project. Bagalkot, Vijaypura, Kalaburgi, Yadgir and other parts of Belagavi districts are benefited from this project. These are the places. Which are the places? Bagalkot, Vijaypura, Kalaburgi, then Yadgir and parts of Belagavi district are benefited from this project. Benefited means they are getting the water for irrigation, they are getting water for drinking. So they are getting the, what they are getting? They are getting benefited. Okay. Next is the Kosi project. Okay, Kosi project. It is an international project. This is international project. Okay, this is not within our state. two countries are involved in this. It is an international project and a joint venture between India and Nepal. From Bihar you will get the border of Nepal. In that place only Kosi river is there, and on that one only it is prepared. So it is an international project and a joint venture between India and Nepal. A dam is built across the river Koshi near Hanumannagar in Nepal. Okay, dam is built in Hanumannagar in Nepal. The main aim of this project is irrigation facilities, flood control, hydropower generation and fishing. Same. The project has been executed by India. Most of the infrastructures, whatever the capital is required, it was given by India. Okay, but it was constructed so that both the people of India and the Nepal, the border place it is there, okay, Koshi river, so those people should get benefited. Both the countries should get benefited. Nepal is a neighboring country of India. Benefited are shared, but are shared by both India and Nepal. India mainly constructed this dam, but it is getting, the benefits are getting by both the countries. Next is the Rihand Valley project. Okay, so the Rihand Valley project. What is this Rihand Valley project? Rihand Valley project, this is the most important multipurpose river valley project of UP, Uttar Pradesh, which is built across Rihand river, tributary of Son river. Okay, Son river, one river is there by the name Son. Okay, and the tributary of Son river one is there, that is known as Rihand. Okay, this Rihand river, on this Rihand river, this Rihand Valley project is being constructed. Okay, and it is in UP. UP means Uttar Pradesh. It is north of India. Flood control, prevention of soil erosion, inland facilities, inland fishing, irrigation facilities and power generations are the main aim of this project. I told you several times that aims are almost same. Flood control will be there. Flood control is the main thing. Okay, wherever the dam is there, there will be less flood. Okay, because these dams know how they these dams are like, they are having population all for the generation of hydroelectricity. Okay, but the main thing is that these dams, they are having gates. So these gates, they are not like our doors. Okay, their gates means this up and down you can do. Suppose water is more, means in the rainy seasons water will be more, so they will be pushing up some water. So maybe 2 feet they will just increase this one. They will lift the gate, so some water will go, so that it will, the force of the water should not break the dam also, because water is having enormous force. Okay, so like this only they maintain the water, or they manage the water. Suppose the water is stagnant there during the summer season, water is not there for irrigation. What they will do, they will just lift the gate for 2 to 5 feet. Okay, the water will pass, and that will be enough for the farmers to do the cultivation, or it will help for their irrigation facilities. The reservoir created by this dam is called Gobind Ballabh Pant Sagar. What is that? See, here also one reservoir they have created. Most of the dams, they have created one big reservoir. Okay, so that water is getting this one dried up in the this one river also. The reservoir will that time will help for the all the aims of this multipurpose project. So the reservoir created by the dam of this Rihand Valley project, that name is Gobind Ballabh Pant Sagar. Okay, now the last one is the Nagarjuna Sagar project. So what is this Nagarjuna Sagar project? It is also in South India. Okay, this is in North India. This is in North India. Hirakud project. This is also in North India. This is in South India. This is in South India. This is international project, India and Nepal. Okay, Rihand Valley project. Rihand Valley project. It is in UP. So it is also in North India. Again, it is in South India. So throughout the India, we are having several these type of projects. These type of projects enables us to do the irrigations and agriculture well, so that the country should develop in the economy through agriculture. Not only agriculture, industry also. Industry needs water for their operations. If water is not there, the industry will not be able to operate. If they don't operate, they will not get the output, and we will not be able to develop our economy by getting the foreign currencies or whatever it is. It is built across river Krishna. Okay, Krishna. Again, it is built on the river Krishna. This Tungabhadra, okay, Upper Krishna, both are on the Krishna river. Different places, but the river is same. In the river, I told that the river passes from one state to other and one place to other. So different place, but they have made the dam for the beneficiary of the people around that place. That place will get developed. It is built across river Krishna near Nagarjunakonda in Telangana. Telangana is a new state of India. There only this is there. Krishna river, when it is passing through Krishna river, when it is passing through Telangana, there only one place is there, Nagarjunakonda, and in that place only this project has been made. Irrigation and power generation are the main aim of this project. So irrigation and power generation, these two, irrigation, flood control and power generation, will be there for all the dams, because these are very much essential for our need, and these dams are very much essential to do all these type of activities. Three glossaries I will tell, means for your knowledge only. River Koshi was called the sorrow of Bihar. Why? See, whichever the river was called means previously. Now it is not sorrow of Bihar. Even Damodar is not the sorrow of Bengal. This was called when it was doing their activities by doing flood, then soil erosions, everything. Okay. And that washed out of the villages and all. So that time. So river Koshi was called the sorrow of Bihar. River Mahanadi was called the sorrow of Odisha. Okay. And the right bank canal of Nagarjuna Sagar project is called Jawahar Canal, and the left bank canal is called Lal Bahadur Canal. These glossaries are for your knowledge only. Okay, so with this we have completed this chapter, this multipurpose river valley project. In the next class we will be starting with the question answers will be supplemented and the land resources of India. Thank you.